Hello everyone, and welcome to the 14th installment in my commentary series. Commentary will be a direct reply to the video posted by JB the night of August 7th, 2011. The video being titled The Trolling of Avenged vs. Dakota. This video was posted by JB in an effort to reveal the truth about the argument between Avenged and Dakota on JB's comment section on his channel. At the end of this video, it's important to note that JB posts an image saying UN victory, which is heavily implying, actually clearly stating that this argument was won by the UN. In the video itself, JB uses his browser to scroll through the comments on his comment section, showing comments both made by Avenged and by Dakota. However, when he does show these comments, he skips a couple of very important comments, and also he tends to show comments that he views are important rather than all the comments made on that page. As such, I feel the need to review all these comments almost individually. I will be leaving out a couple very unimportant comments made by people in between, so if you want to, you could go back and check the comment section. I believe I didn't leave any important comments out. If I did and you felt they are important, please reply. Just make that clear that I'm not intentionally leaving out important comments, as I believe JB did. So with that out of the way, let's dive right into this. Right here we'll see the first comment shown in JB's video. This comment was made by the Avengers clan. I'm assuming this is indeed Avenged himself, and this is what supposedly sparked off this debate between Dakota and Avenged. Throughout these images I'm going to show you, I attempted to color code the information to make it clear. However, towards the end I kind of shied off that. The effort was to separate these comments into categories, but since I did shy away from that, I will personally go through all of these and read them off to you and make them clear as to what I meant. In the black here, we'll see the word fucking highlighted. This is the only strong word used by Avenged in this comment itself. So with that comment, Dakota replied. This is a reply to the comment made, but the most important parts here, the parts highlighted in red. These are very personal insults to Avenged here. He says, he's a terrible clan leader, and you're an insult to clan leaders everywhere. Again, pretty bold comments made simply to reply to this comment made by Avenged. Now let's continue. It's notable that the retarded clown, CJ Plague, replied as well, supporting Dakota, saying Dakota is right. Continuing on here, we'll see JB post and Avenged. Yes, you are immature. In fact, did you forget to mention yourself as a troll? This means that JB expected Avenged to identify himself as a troll, which in my opinion is quite bizarre. But also, he's saying that Avenged is immature. Again, Avenged hasn't commented again since that last, since the original comment he made. So this is now Avenged, retarded clown, and JB replying. Continuing on, Dakota replies again to the single comment made by Avenged. One more personal insult. You're a slimy, backstabbing ass into their clan, and I'm going to make sure that you are never accepted into another clan again. That is a threat against Avenged. So now, besides the personal insults made by Dakota, JB, and the retarded clown, and the retarded clown supporting these personal insults, Dakota then now makes a threat in response to this single comment made by Avenged. He continues on, you're the most pathetic person on Reach. I'd rather play with immature, foul-mouthed teabaggers than even hear your name. He then says Avenged is nasty grasp, and Avenged majors poor leadership and decision-making. Also will allow your reputation to plummet, and you're cursed to bear the name even similar to his. I'm assuming this last comment, I kind of butchered that, but I'm assuming this last comment was directed to the members of Avenged's clans. And again, I don't think it's just really necessary to make such foul comments to someone like that, especially considering he doesn't know his people on a first name basis. Continuing on, here we finally see the comment made by Avenged. This second comment made by Avenged in this entire debate. Simply put, he says, "You fail, bro." Continuing on, Avenged states that again, "You fail, dude. LOL. Shadow and JB are too stubborn to accept." And continue. And those are only 3 comments made by Avenged up to this point. Dakota then replies, "You're so lucky. I hate hackers. Otherwise, you'd be fucked. You'd be so fucked. Your asshole would be a fucking subway tunnel." Again, extremely offensive comments made by Dakota. 2 F-bombs dropped there, and he's implying rape, I assume. To be very specific, anal rape. Not exactly a funny topic to talk about rape, and quite immature on Dakota's part, in my opinion. And Dakota then continues, "I will give you a reason to hate the UN." Again, threat number 2, issued against Avenged from Dakota. Now, I feel the need to ask this now. To the people watching, who appears to be more the troll here, Avenged or Dakota? Dakota's threatening people, making multiple personal insults. Avenged simply dropped a single F-bomb and says, "You fail." Who seems more bold here? Dakota talking about raping Avenged. Physically raping Avenged, and threats again. So continuing on, I felt the need to highlight this comment made by Monet. I'm not exactly sure who he is, but it's important to show that Avenged was indeed constantly throughout this discussion being provoked on by people on JB's channel. This Avenged X7 douche, and then you can read the rest of that there. Dakota comments again. He compares Avenged's mother to a mentally retarded lab rat. Again, now he's actually insulting Avenged's family, and I don't really find family insults mature or even funny. Again, this is the actions showed by a troll, not what Avenged is doing up to this point. Avenged, highlighted in red here, "Come and get me, Low Rangers," and another highlighted section there. That's mainly, if you go to Avengers File Share, he has images of people being executed or dying in Halo Reach. Felt the need to highlight that there. But mainly, this is Avenged provoking I'm assuming the UN Rangers here. Again, this isn't really significant compared to what we're seeing from Dakota. Personal insults against families, threats, insulting his mother, etc. Dakota continues again. His sister has a bit bigger vocabulary than Avenged. Again, just so many insults. And then the closing comment here, "Fucking Christ, you're stupid." Now he's bringing in people's religious beliefs and using those as personal insults. Avenged, first, in my opinion, actually offensive comment. "Get a life, kid." Again, nowhere near as bold as what we're seeing from Dakota, but yes, offensive. Dakota replies, "I do have a life. What do you have? A reputation as a troll, an all-around hated person who no one wants to hang out with unless it's to bring you up from the shallow hole of depression and push you back into an even deeper ditch. Face it, man. No one wants to deal with your shit." This, in my opinion, is probably the most offensive comment made by Dakota. He's talking about depression here. For anyone who's not aware, depression is the leading cause of suicide in the United States and across the world. So to joke around with something that could cause suicide, not really funny or even meaningful. Avenged, Nig Kid, aren't you? For most people viewing, this does look like an attempt to drop the N-bomb, but it, in context, doesn't really make sense there. And if you do look at your keyboard, N and B are next to each other. So if you assume he tried to type in B, that'd be Big Kid, aren't you? Which does make a lot more sense. Talking about how he has a job. Oh, Big Kid, aren't you? Makes a lot more sense than dropping the N-bomb there. Continuing on, Scotty Original, calling Avenged a stalker. Dakota, again, multiple personal insults. Paladin, more personal insults. JB finally comments back in. He says Dakota has proved his point. What point has Dakota proven? All he's done is personally insult Avenged, insulting his family, invoking, talking about depression, which implies suicide. Questioning his ability to lead clans without any true justification. Again, multiple personal insults. What point has he proven? And in my opinion, most ironic comment here by JB, he has this is directed towards Avenged. He has no respect for others that disagree with him in his self-centered way. Again, how does Avenged not have respect for others? We've seen Dakota insult Avenged family. We've seen a comment back there who insulted Avenged children. So multiple insults being piled on against Avenged. I don't really see how that comment by JB was even justified, and I question if JB even read these comments. However, the most important thing here is that JB is supporting the comments Dakota made. So by extent, it can be said that JB supporting Dakota insulting Avenge's mother. It's saying that Dakota has that Avenged has no friends, etc., etc. So JB's supporting all of these comments Dakota made. And then JB says he's going to make these into a video to show the truth to people. What truth is being shown here? It's just showing Dakota insulting Avenged throughout this entire video. Continuing on, Dakota says, "Go ahead, I want the world to see the truth. I want to be able to see my words kick Avenged ass over and over again like a fat kid in a candy store." Again, these personal insults just keep pouring on from Dakota, and I don't really see what truth has been proven. There was never any true debate or even discussion here. It was simply a one-way conversation. Dakota multiple personal insults against Avenged. So I want to see how this was any debate here at all. And finally, JB, also in this video, it's pretty much about Avenge, the troll with low vocab and lame remarks, versus Dakota, the smart, high vocab, points out some stunning counterattacks. This is another ridiculous comment made by JB. He says that Avenge has a low vocabulary, and Dakota's smart with a high vocabulary, and points out some stunning counterattacks. What counterattacks? What stunningly high vocabulary or smart remarks? If calling someone's mother a mentally retarded lab rat qualifies as smart and having a high vocabulary, then I question what a high vocabulary even is. Avenged with a low vocabulary and lame remarks. Avenged didn't comment that many times, since he didn't personally insult people on this level, so these comments by the UN are completely unjustified. And in my opinion, I think Avenged was completely, for no apparent reason, insulted throughout this entire discussion. So as such, I will make this single demand. I'm expecting JB to make a video post with himself and Dakota apologizing to Avenge for these completely ridiculous marks made by Dakota. Dakota being an officer in the UN, and JB being one of the two leaders in the UN, to have them support these comments, calling someone's mother a mentally retarded lab rat, is completely ridiculous, especially when you identify your clan as a peace clan. These comments are completely ridiculous. As such, I do believe that there should be a public video in response to this, as an apology directed towards Avenged for the comments made by Dakota, and the support of those comments made by JB. I believe that at this point, that's the only thing that would suffice for this. I also expect them to identify that these comments made by UN members are not acceptable, and I'm expecting Dakota to be punished for this. I believe that this is completely unacceptable for an officer in the UN. It does put on a pretty bad face in the UN, and it does show that if this type of person is able to obtain this high of rank in the UN, I question the ability of the UN's leaders to choose good leaders, and I question what true morals the UN actually has. I believe I've covered this pretty thoroughly at this point. If you have any questions, comments, discussion on this, please post that below. Remember to rate and subscribe. Thank you for your time. This is Power out.